Hello, welcome back to Van Life 365, where we bring you along our travels from Grand Tetons to the land of potatoes. I'm Kaylor.
I'm Zach.
Let's get into it.
From the last podcast, if you listened, we left Yellowstone to get into Grand Tetons. So the first thing is, we came in and we saw a sign and we passed it on accident. It did not look like a basic It does not look like a basic national park sign. It's like more woodsy.
There's also, at least from the entrance we came in from, there's no like booth to go in to pay.
Yeah, it kind of seems like Great Smokies.
Yeah.
There's no payment booth to go through the Smokies.
Yep.
Because it's like a truck route. That might be why we didn't run into anything, because we were in the national park and we didn't have to use our national park pass to get in.
Yeah, but that's also why we didn't see the sign or like expect it to come up, because we weren't really sure if we were in the national park yet or not.
Yeah, so we turned around, took our pictures. We took pictures of a cat this time.
Yeah, and it did not go too well.
No, not at all. But we're going back, so we might be able to take new pictures.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we got to Grand Tetons. We stopped at this little Colton Bay, and we...
Or Coulter?
Whatever. Something like that. We stopped there, and we dumped and showered, and we also... It was like a little town for RVers.
Yeah.
It was so expensive.
It was very expensive. We also got a couple groceries.
Our dumping wasn't bad. That was $10 normal.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to stay there, it was like, I think it was 60 or 55 for dry camping for RVs. Mm-hmm. And then if you wanted a night, and if you wanted to stay there like full hookup, it was 125 a night.
Yeah. And then the little grocery store they had was expensive, because obviously you're in the mountains, like it's hard to get stuff there to begin with. So
it was touristy priced.
Yeah, it was like double the price for everything.
Yeah. So we had to get some food because we were running out. So we got some bread. We got some...
I don't even know what else.
We got like 2 things.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the Teton root beer.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes like licorice.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. But it was a cool can.
It was a very cool can. But we got that, and then we
went to a campsite that we found on...
Yeah, we didn't do much.
Some app, I don't know.
I think it was iOverlander. It was like halfway up a mountain, and we got there. It was very pretty.
Yeah. It was beautiful views.
We stayed there for 5 days. Max days you can stay for free is 5 days.
Yeah.
It's just like national forest camping, like other ones we stayed at, and it was popular.
Very popular.
There was like 10 or 12 other RVs and van life fans there.
Just in our little spot. There were more on the other parts.
There was like 40 spots.
Yeah.
You could park at, and like some spots had like 2 to 3 sites. Ours was probably one of the biggest. But we stayed there for 5 days. It was beautiful. 2 days at the end were rainy and cloudy, so we didn't get to see the mountains. But we did enjoy it still. That was a good break.
But then we were at our max stay, and we were also pretty much out of food. So we went to the little town outside of the Tetons, or in the Tetons. I don't know.
South of Tetons?
Yeah. It's called Jackson Hole.
It's called Jackson. I don't know why it's Jackson Hole. I looked up Jackson Hole on the weather app, and it was about a resort.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know, it could be a mix of both, like up one part of Jackson could be Jackson Hole, but it's basically Jackson, Wyoming, right under the Tetons.
Yep.
And we were there because we had to pick up my laptop.
Yes.
And at the same time we were traveling and we had to fill up on food because we were running low. Yeah. And the only thing in this freaking town was Target.
And it was the tiniest Target.
So they had none of the off-brand, and they only had branded stuff, so it was so expensive.
Yeah, and they only had a couple options of everything. So we got what we could. Some things were like oil was literally double the price. Just random stuff like that. Like some meat was really expensive.
Oil, we're talking about cooking oil.
Yes.
Like it was like $20 for like a bottle this big, when it's usually like 12.
Yeah.
So
there was just a lot of random stuff like that. They didn't have a lot of stuff as well since it was such a small Target. So we got what we could, had an expensive little trip. And then we explored the town a little bit more and went to some bookstores.
We were looking for 2 books.
Yeah.
Brothers Hawthorne.
Which we found.
Which we got at this book trader.
Yeah.
And then we were looking for Divine Rivals. Yeah. Because apparently that's a really good one. But they had Brother Hawthorne. They did not have Divine Rivals. And we explored REI. Very expensive.
Zach went in for the first time.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Very
Oh.
cool. I could see why a lot of people spend money there.
Mhm.
Really good quality product.
Yes.
But
Just
very
quite
expensive for
pricey.
us.
Yeah.
We were pitched to try to buy a lifetime membership.
Yeah.
We declined, but she
did.
didn't take that as a decline. So she gave us a little sheet with a paper and a website link to sign up. And we walked out, and what else did we do?
We went to a little bike store that was very expensive.
We did go to a bike store. We wanted to see if your bike could get fixed because your
Yeah.
bike's shift cable was ripped or rotted through.
Yeah.
So we were trying to get that fixed. We went to Dollar General,
No, we went to a Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Because at Target we got a pizza, like a frozen pizza, which we don't usually do. And we're like, why not make it a whole little date night, like fall vibes? Because now we're back in civilization. At Target we got our fall drinks for the first time.
At Starbucks.
Yeah, so we were in the fall spirit. So we went to Dollar Tree. I found some DIYs on Pinterest and we got all the supplies and we made them all. And
We
they're
did.
so cute. They're all hung up all around the RV.
Go on our Instagram for pictures.
Yes, they're on there.
We did that for the night. That was very fun. So we got bored and we're like, what do we want? We don't want to stay here. It's so expensive. There's not a lot to do besides go back to the Tetons. And we didn't want to go back to where we parked. We don't like parking in the same places like for a long time.
Yeah, and it was quite a long drive back and
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half.
the road was so bumpy.
Like going up to the park. If you're going up like,
Yeah.
a mountain.
And
So-
there's not a lot of places to boondock there. So the whole thing we were just like, meh, we don't
We'll
have to
just
stay
go.
here.
So we looked at nearby areas and we're like, Idaho Falls, we heard good stuff about that. So we drove 2 hours through a freaking mountain, which we're not doing again.
No.
But we drove 2 hours through a mountain and we did that. We got to Idaho Falls.
Yes.
And then we
this
did our
is
craft
even-
night. We got to a
Yes.
Love's and then we did our craft night.
Yes. And this area is even more civilization.
Yes, so there's
So-
Walmarts, there's Barnes and Nobles,
There's a mall.
PetSmarts, there's mall, there's what
There's
else?
fast food.
There's a lot of fast food.
Yeah. So we had a ball for a day
Mm-hmm.
and we went to all of the places.
We explored the downtown area. We
Yes,
took your
which is
bike.
cute.
We took your bike to a bike shop. Got it
Yes.
fixed for $24.
Yes.
Got a brand
Wonderful.
new cable, and we got you brand new handlebar
Yeah.
cushion, so
Which
your
was
hands,
included.
yeah, which your hands won't be so
My
black.
hands were turning black from my handlebars. Like if you're playing tennis with an old racket, that's what my hands were looking like.
So we got new ones on,
Yeah.
and it was fun. We did that. We went to a couple bookstores.
Yes.
This one bookstore I wanted to go to so bad, and I didn't even know about it. They have a little coffee bar,
Mm-hmm.
but it's only like a little one for like 4 people.
Yeah.
But it's like such a cute little coffee bar, and we went
Oh.
there for books, but we went to another coffee shop to work one day.
Yes, we did.
Which was, I liked the coffee. It was sweet coffee,
It was very sweet coffee.
but it was good.
yeah.
It wasn't
I got
bad.
a pumpkin chai, which was nice and tasted like fall. Just very, very sweet.
Mine was, I got the caramel apple latte,
Mm-hmm.
which was very good, but very sweet.
And then we walked around the downtown area, like you said.
Oh, we found this game store, remember?
We did find a game store, like a board game store.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
obsessed with board games. So,
Like when we have a home, we're gonna have a room dedicated to Legos
yes.
and board games.
Yes.
Like
I'm
2
stoked.
different rooms.
We're gonna have to be rich for that to happen because both of those are very expensive.
Yeah, board
hobbies.
games are like, some of the board games I want are like $120
yeah.
for one board game. But they're so good. We already
And
have like,
Legos are like pieces of art, so it's fun.
yeah, but we definitely want to do that.
But then after that, we went to another small little bookstore that
Mm-hmm.
buys books. So I sold some books that I had, and then he got two books.
I got 2 business books that were on my to be read list,
your TBR.
my TBR.
I taught him that word because he's a reader now.
I read a lot.
Yeah.
I read fantasy and business now.
Yep, I got him into fantasy, and that's one of my biggest accomplishments in life.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought I would be, but I love Fourth Wing, and now I'm kind of obsessed, low-key obsessed with
The Inheritance game.
Inheritance games, but I also started playing Zelda again on my Switch,
Yeah.
and it's such a good, I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, such a good game. So I've been trying to grind that out too. After that little bookstore, we went back to Love's, right?
No, we went to
Planet Fitness.
Fitness.
Went to Planet Fitness to shower.
Yes, and it was a wonderful shower.
We biked before that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We, on our
We
way
did
to
a
Planet
lot.
Fitness, we were gonna work out at Planet Fitness, like do a little walk, but then I saw this little like park, and I'm like, holy moly, this is cool. So I like basically begged Kayla to go biking.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go biking.
No, but I did it.
Yeah, and we biked around this little river walk like 2 times. And it was so pretty. It had its own little bike lanes. It had a little bike road with the little painted yellow lines.
Yeah.
And we biked around that twice, and we were sweating.
Yeah, it was hot.
And also, it was a lot of work. Her shifters work. She doesn't know how to use them,
No, I don't.
but they
made
work.
no sense.
Her bike is fixed, and also we fixed both our chains, so we like de-rusted them and all that, and we cleaned them out.
Yep.
And we biked for like at least
hour.
an hour. It was very pretty, very nice, very peaceful. After that, we went to Planet Fitness. We
Yeah.
showered, and then we went home. Well,
Then we went to
Loves.
Barnes & Noble. In a
And-
mall.
in a mall. So we walked around the mall. The mall wasn't really cool besides
Yeah.
Barnes & Noble.
In Barnes & Noble, we found Divine Rivals.
Yes, we found the book we were looking for.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to read that next. We went to Starbucks the next day
It worked.
because it was Thursday, so you get buy one get one fall drinks after 12. So we worked until 4. And I'm pretty sure we went to Walmart after that.
We did. We were right next to Walmart.
Yeah.
We had to stock up on more stuff we forgot. It was a pretty big work day that day.
Yeah.
And
And it
then
wasn't even supposed to be a work day.
Thursday we noticed that we left Jackson, Wyoming.
Oh my god, yeah.
We left Jackson, Wyoming, and we had to be there for my freaking computer we didn't pick up. So now, today, we're going to be traveling back to Jackson to pick up my laptop that was shipped there from her father. We got to do that. We got to drive 2 hours unnecessarily, but we're only driving halfway today. We're going to stop at Alpine, Wyoming. But anyway,
That was not a pleasant thing to wake up to.
no. So, but any Friday, we
We went to Walmart,
got some more stuff we forgot.
yes, and then we went to a park
We
for
did.
a long time.
We worked at a park.
Yeah.
We went to Goodwill. We dropped off our
Donated stuff.
donated stuff
And then we bought more books.
at Goodwill because they were cheap.
They are cheap.
We got like $5 worth of books, so we got like 5 books
It was $8.
$8.
When they're originally like $18 each.
each.
So, pretty good.
And they're both on our 2BR.
Yeah.
So we got that. Let's catch them up on what's happening now.
Okay.
So obviously you know why we're going back to the Tetons, because of my laptop. And when we're there, we're going to do some biking because you got your bike fixed. So we're going to bike the Tetons.
We're
we
taking
also,
it as a sign that we aren't done exploring there.
yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to probably do a little hike maybe. We're going to spend a couple more days in Tetons.
Yeah.
And then we have to go to Utah because my mom's flying into Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
And we're going to be spending time with her for a week. But that's in October.
Yeah.
We have time
October
for
is going to be a crazy month.
that. Yes.
like
we'll talk about that in a
crazy.
different vlog.
Okay.
Our October plans or whatever.
Okay.
But anyway, what we're doing now, we kind of buckled down on like business and exploring at the same time. So we're building our van life stuff. We're building our Quiver social medias. And we're doing all that. We're getting like a more of a hold on business on both.
Yep.
So I'm doing a 100-day challenge for making a successful cold email campaign, which is a lot more difficult than I expected. Because I tried it in the past and I was so bad.
Okay, as did I with mine.
Yes.
I'm doing 100 days to $100,000 on Etsy, which I have tried Etsy in the past and did not work. So I'm trying it again and documenting all of it.
Correct.
Yeah, so we're basically doing like the same type of thing, just different topics.
Yeah. And as we build our business, we are also looking for investment opportunities.
Yes.
We don't
have
know
been
really
exploring.
we don't really know what's calling our name yet, but we are looking for that because we want to have some kind of passive income
Yeah.
as we travel. So we're looking for that. Oh, our Instagram's been popping off.
It has. We have gained like 200 followers in the past month,
Yep.
which is crazy.
Yep. And we've only been focusing on building for a month.
One of our reels got like 90,000 views,
Mm-hmm.
and it was about cat litter.
Our cat litter. Yep.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the famous reel we have, the
our
biggest
viral
reel, go check out our Instagram.
Yeah. It was crazy. We were getting comments like we used to get likes. Like every 2 minutes we got a new comment. It was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's basically all that we've been up to.
It's an update of our life.
Yeah, just a lot of randomness. But we hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you rate this pod 5 stars, follow us on whatever platform you're on, and follow our socials, our Instagram and our TikTok.
Yes.
So it will be linked in the description. But that's it for today. We will see you next week.
Peace.